Okie dokie, Appo. Are you ready, Freddy? Well, hey there, everyone. It's Anthony, back with another video here on Single and Placing. Let's cross the street immediately. Hi. Hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Hope all is going well. Today, just got off of work. Had an in-office day. I mixed up my in-office days this week because of our company appreciation or employee appreciation event that's happening tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of October. So we have our company appreciation event tomorrow. So I worked in office today because we had like a little pre-party. They had ice cream and smoothies in the morning. So I kind of wanted to partake in that. So I went in to work today. So yeah, just got back. Chatted with my mom a little bit. Checked in with her. She just got back from going to see The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere in Las Vegas. So I just wanted to call her, make sure she made it home okay and how everything went. Hup, hup. And she said it was awesome. And she's like, we should go. So I was like, I'll look into it, but I've got a lot going on right now as far as travel. So yeah, tomorrow we have our actual employee appreciation. I don't know if I said customer, I mean employee or company. And then Friday, in 2 days, I leave for my trip. So just getting some last bit of laundry done that I wanted to get done. Start putting together my bag to pack. I'm trying to figure out if I should check a bag or try to do a carry-on. I'm more of a checked bag kind of guy, but we'll see. We'll see. I should maybe start practicing traveling a little bit lighter. I usually like to overpack, and I like to bring all of my full-size skincare stuff. I like everything full-size. With all my toners and lotions and potions, but I'm like, maybe I should practice doing a little bit more of a lighter pack for some of these smaller trips that I'm going on. And when I go to Europe, I'm gonna probably want to pack a little bit lighter. So like maybe I should put into practice being a little bit more minimalistic and go get the travel size bottles, and I can fill those and make sure everything's, TSA compliant and all that stuff. But I usually like bringing everything. So we'll see. I'm going to see where I land tonight. I might bop over to Target or something and get some travel size items and just bring those along with me. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what's happening right now for my trip. But I wanted to do one last vlog. This is, if I've planned it out, this is my 200th vlog. Can you believe it? 200 times we've done all this stuff. So I'm very thankful, and we'll respond to comments. We'll get right into it. But I did want to say thank you to everyone for still being here and still following along and dealing with all my flippy floppy undecisiveness of everything, including what I wanted to do with this channel. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stick around. It'll just be more intermittent here and there, depending on the season, depending on if I'm traveling, but I'll always try to find time to check in with everyone from time to time. And I'll keep doing Mookamania as long as I can, even if it means moving months around. I'll keep doing a yearly paint along, even if it means moving months around. So I'll keep doing all that stuff and keep you updated over here. And you'll probably see some more. Well, when I am traveling, you'll see little vlogs of like in between the parks. All that little stuff. So I'm trying to keep some content coming while I'm out and about, and also just kind of spacing out vlogs and stuff so there's something to watch while I'm gone. I think this vlog will be out mid to late October by the time you actually see it. And I've just been kind of trying to space stuff out. So yeah, you might be watching this while I'm traveling. Who knows? Sorry, some lady pulled up in her car next to us and she's like, does your dog want a treat? And I'm like, no, he doesn't take candy from strangers, thank you. She's like, oh, something. I think she said maybe she runs the dog grooming place right here. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is awkward. I'm gonna keep walking now. Human alert, human alert. Maybe I should have made friends because it would be nice to have someplace closer, but I don't take him to get groomed. We do the self-wash, and then he just does a nail trim. So, but yeah, it was a little weird. She stopped in the middle of the road. I'm like, oh no, sorry, he's all organic and keto and gluten-free. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, 200 vlogs. It's been awesome. I'm gonna stick around in some kind of capacity, so I'm not shutting things down. It'll just be, we're just gonna kind of grow and evolve and change and shift. But yeah, I'm so excited. You know, it's like in 48 hours I will be riding roller coasters in Kentucky. So that's pretty crazy. And I hope I will always continue to tell people you should go check out the other channel. You really should go check it out. Hopefully by the time you see this, I'll have maybe at least my first vlog on the other channel up from my gallivanting. But yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for continuing to support. It's been 3.5 years. It does not feel like it's been that long. It's insane. It really is insane. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe Apollo's his birthday's in February. He'll be 4 in February, and then my adopting Apollo will be in May of next year, and he'll be 4. It's crazy. So, yeah, we've come a long way. So, yeah, I hope you're excited for what the next 200 vlogs look like, the next chapter looks like, and we'll see where things go. But it's been a lot of fun thus far. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope to continue having a good time over here on Single and Placing. And as a thank you, I'd like to do a little giveaway. So I did this, I think, when I hit 3,000 subscribers. I think I did this as well. Or maybe it was 2,000, I don't remember. But I'd like to do a little giveaway. So in the comments of this video that you're watching right now, leave in the comments what your favorite Single and Placing moment has been. Let me know. Leave it in the comments, and we'll say at the end of November, let me put it in my phone. At the end of November, I will pick a winner, and we'll do a $50 gift card to Diamond Art Club. So I will pick that on, oh, you know what though? Maybe I should do it before Black Friday so people have their gift card to use. Okay, gosh, okay, let's do, I'll pick the winner on, the 14th of November, so that should give you a couple weeks at least, I think, from the time you see this. Okay, and I will do that at 9 a.m. on the 14th. Title, pick winner of 200 vlog giveaway. 50 DAC check. Okay, cool. So yes, I'll pick the winner on the 14th of November at noon Mountain Standard Time, and it'll just be a random comment picker from this video. Whoever wins, I will announce. I'll do like a little announcement or something on that day, and you'll just need to follow the instructions on how to claim your prize, and we'll get that done. That'll be 2 weeks before Black Friday, and I'll just email you an e-gift card, and you have $50 to spend for Black Friday on a Diamond Art Club piece if you'd like. So that'll be helpful. But yeah, thank you for being here, putting up with me and all my nonsense, and stick around. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's crack into some comments here. I have my camera batteries charging, so I forgot to charge them. So I have a fanny pack with my battery bank, charging those as we walk. And we should have enough memory card. But my goal tonight, because I've been procrastinating, is to get all of my vlogs off the memory card, which I did have done, but I keep filming. Get those all deleted or moved on the computer, get them edited tonight, get everything scheduled, get everything deleted. So tomorrow I have clean memory cards, full batteries on everything, and I'm ready to party for Friday. Because I'm going to hit the ground running. Basically, go straight from the airport to Mammoth Cave and then to Kentucky Kingdom. So I don't really have any downtime. It's not like I'm checking into a hotel. I get right on the road until like midnight that night. How about? So yeah. But anyway, let's get to some comments here. Ugh. Okay. Easy Breezy Crafts says, such a beautiful kit. I need it for Weather Goddess. Yes, it is beautiful. And Lola's Craft Corner says, OMG, Anthony, I knew from the moment I saw this kit, I had to add it to my stash ASAP. It's currently in my cart, but I hope to get this kit very soon. But the kit is gorgeous. And I love Ivy Dolomore so much. It's a must-have for me. I agree with you. More specials can be added in those places you mentioned. I check Diamond Painting with Sparklers to see if they have an enhancement pack for this kit. Unfortunately, they do not. Oh, that's good to know. But that's okay. Don't need too many, so a small purchase can be made to bling it up more. But again, beautiful canvas. Love the artwork, and it will soon be added to my stash as well if I don't hurry up and start in it right away as soon as it comes. Just stunning. Great video, Anthony. Of course. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, you'll have to let me know if you end up starting it, because it is beautiful. It's a gorgeous. So yeah. There's quite a few people over here in the playground. Apollo, I don't think we're going to be able to do your exercises today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then Mia says, hey, love, those Texas plans do sound like a lot of fun. Looking forward to hearing and seeing more. I'm fighting a nasty cold these days, runny nose, and a headache, so not a fan of this. Ugh, that's too bad. Love to the both of you. Well, I hope you're doing better, and I hope that your retreat was good. Yeah, that's too bad. I wonder if you caught a bug there. Hold on. Yeah, I hope you didn't catch a bug there, but feel better soon. And Artemis gives a heart emoji to Weather Goddess. Thank you. Trin gives some heart emojis. Thank you. And Alley Cat says, I have always liked this artwork, would have gotten it if it were a square. Maybe this will be my first round in regards to Herbalist Helper. Maybe. You'll have to let me know if you ended up snagging it. And Michelle Bryce says, hi, Anthony, I appreciate this video so much. Haven't ever used enhancements before, but you took the fright out of it for me. Would you please reference or provide a link to that place to get a discount code you mentioned in the video? It's DP with sparklers, and I'm not sure. I mean, this was over a year ago, so I'm not sure if there's any active discount codes, but there usually is. My suggestion is to go to the DP Diamond Painting with Sparklers Facebook group, and sometimes you can find a code there. There's almost always a code. I don't know any of the active ones off the top of my head. So if you are looking to purchase from DP with Sparklers, head over to the Facebook group first, check out to see what you can find, and if there aren't any active ones, or you don't see any, you can always post a question in the group, like, hey, okay, hold on, we're done here. Let's keep moving. Want to do the tables one more time? Yeah, of course you do. Good boy. Okay, and down and up. Good boy. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I had Apollo do his little things, and this couple was like, "Are you some kind of dog trainer?" I'm like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "Oh, you just have a dog that does really cool tricks." I'm like, "Yeah, I taught him how to do this when he was a pup, and so it's just like habit for him." And they're like, "Oh, that's really cool." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." But anyway, let's keep moving. Melinda Hand says, like some of the others, I do not have this painting, but now I'm intrigued and will be watching anyway. Oh, thank you. That was in regards to a question of reality. Michelle Calendar says, the day after your snake scare, I pulled into my garage. There was a snake about 18 inches. Ugh. Ran into the house and had to go back because I had groceries in my trunk. Now I'm worried it could get in the house. AKA Michelle Calendar. That's wild. I'm not a snake guy. I don't think that they're cute. I don't particularly enjoy them. I don't hate them. I'm not like into them. But yeah, no thank you. And Kay Whittington says, Anthony, this is fabulous, so very creative. Thank you so much. And Elnora Louisa says, I guess I'll be following along. I just gave away this painting to someone. I told her that I had bought it because I thought you were doing an event, but didn't, so she could have it. Oh, well, I have enough other paintings to do right now, so don't want to replace it. I'll just enjoy learning more about it. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. I feel like I was pretty communicative that it was going to happen in September. And my apologies if I gave you mixed feelings last year about that, but yeah, I think that was always the plan, to do a question of reality in September, similar to the pinup paint along this September. So yeah, I'll always let you know if something is canceled, for sure. So my apologies. And Robears says, not me heading over to the Coach outlet site to check out dog collars after this video, of course. Oh yeah, I forgot that I found some really good deals on some Coach dog collars and leashes at one point at the outlets. Yeah, thank you for the comment. Diamond Technician says, love this. And Leslie Diamond Paint says, can't wait for a question of reality. Thanks. And Diane Hamilton says, what a dramatic canvas. Wowzers, to Persephone from DAC. Yeah, it's beautiful. And Peggy Gottschall says, oh, hell no with the snakes. You're better than I am. I'd run inside and you wouldn't see me until winter. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. That was that last summer. That's kind of what I did. Like after we went on that walk and the snakes were there, I did not go back on that part of the trail until this year. So yeah. Not into it. Lisa says, Anthony, it took me forever to find this video again. Did you ever think more into starting this group on Facebook? I love the idea, but I love your channel name here. So the Diamond Painting Collective by Single and Placing on Facebook sounds great. P.S. I would love to be a mod for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I ended up, here's the thing. I struggle with Facebook. It's not my favorite social media platform. And at the time I was like, because that video's quite old and that comment's a year ago and that video might have been an additional year. so maybe 2 years ago. At the time, I was like, I really want to expand single and placing and reach a broader audience and get engaged on Facebook. Even though Facebook tends to be a little bit of a time suck for me, like especially managing groups and stuff, good boy, can just be a lot. And making sure that it's a safe or welcoming space for everyone and you don't have any bad apples. And just like you said, like having moderators and stuff. And on top of that, I don't really, Facebook is like the place that I frequent least. Like I will go months without really actively engaging on anything with Facebook. I'll go on to check if anybody's doing karaoke in Denver because I belong to a Facebook group there. I'll go on to post something on Mia's Facebook group because I don't have my own, but I do not engage on Facebook. I don't really accept any friend requests on Facebook. And this goes for not only like diamond painting, but also like personal. Like I'm not really, Facebook isn't for me. It isn't for me. Instagram is kind of where I like to hang out. So I thought about doing that group, thought about changing the channel name back then. I was like, this is going to be a lot. And I just don't think it's the right move. I'd love to have my tentacles and everything, but I was fine without it, or I think I'm fine without it. So yeah, won't be doing any kind of Facebook group. I did start, or it was part of starting one that was a cross-stitch conversion Facebook group, but I don't even know what's happening with that Facebook group. I'm pretty sure I left it. I don't know, but yeah, Facebook's just not my bag. I wish it was. I'd like to be in more places, but I like Instagram and I like YouTube, and maybe someday I'll learn the TikToks of it all, but right now I like Instagram and YouTube. So yeah, but thank you. Kelly Queen says, I read an article that the Colorado firefighters are having difficulty with rattlesnakes who are escaping the wildfires. Maybe they're heading your way. Be careful out there. Yeah, probably. I mean, this whole area up here in the little foothills, this whole area is this is rattlesnake country. Not a ton, but you hear a lot about, and there's signs up all over the place like warning rattlesnakes, and it's always been that way. So I'm sure maybe it's had an uptick because of the wildfires, especially last year, but it's always a risk out here for sure. And thank you. Tandy Kane says, dang it, I wish I had known when I lived in Colorado, we would have walked the dogs together every day. I just had the best time chatting, catching up, gossiping, and solving the world's problems. And then Colette and Mishka say, I feel the same way. Yeah, I wish I had some more people local to this side of town or this part of Colorado. I know some people, well, I've met some subscribers or heard from some subscribers that either live in other parts of Colorado, like way out west or way out east or way down south, and I also understand that that's not everybody's personality type is to be super gabby. So I know that maybe even if there are some locals that they're like, nah, I'd rather just kind of do my own thing. So I get it. And sometimes I'm like that too. Thank you both for the comments. Marcia Silverman says, hi, Anthony. I totally enjoyed when you were looking at the sparklers. You react the same way as I do when I look at DP with sparklers. I get excited when I see a color that appeals to my eyes. Great video. Of course. Thanks for watching. And Mia gives some heart emojis. And Artemis says, absolutely love her art for Herbalist Helper. And Alley Cat says, you may need to change your and Apollo's cologne. You seem to be attracting all kinds of wildlife, bunnies, snakes, geese, and now a moose. I didn't even know that mooses were native to Colorado. Yes, they are, and they're all over up in the mountains. I've seen them so many times when I go camping, They're very intimidating especially when you're up close to them. But maybe it is our fragrance. Thank you. And Michelle Bryce says, great unboxing. Just curious if adding enhancements not included in the original DAC kit voids the warranty. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it is I don't remember. I'm not even gonna say. The only thing that I know for sure of is if you weren't the original purchaser of the kit, that voids the warranty. And I'm sure there's all sorts of other stipulations, but I don't think adding enhancement drills is one of those. But I could be completely wrong. So if someone does hear this and they want to chime in on the comments, let me know. Let me and Michelle know. Thank you for the comment. And this one, 5248, says, that will work up so fast. I'm excited for your excitement. The colors are amazing to boot. That was for Moon Girlfriend. And yes, it did work up quick once I committed to it. It was a really fun project to do this year. And Avery says, hi, Anthony. Have a great vacation in August. We miss you already, but you deserve a vacation. Super excited to tell you I have flower delivery now. I found it on a D-Stash group. I couldn't wait, so I purchased masks from Jaded Gem Shop. I'm super excited. Oh, nice. Still waiting for that kit. I don't know how long that will take to get here. I ordered it like a month ago. Hugs to you and Apollo. Yeah, I think for Jaded Gem Shop, you can be waiting up to 12 weeks for your kits between ordering and manufacturing and getting it shipped to Jade and then from Jade to you. So it can take some time, but I'm hoping now you have it, and you'll have to let me know how it's going or if you've already finished it, if you haven't already said. Come on. Thank you. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for the comment. Elisa Maria says, what a fabulous gift for your friend. I love the palette and enhancements and cannot wait to see it finished with your personal touch. That was for Moon Girlfriend. Apollo, for whatever reason, in front of these two houses specifically, he likes to not be up here, or he prefers to be up here, and he kind of pulls away from them. And I'm like, I think I've said this before, I'm like, I wonder if there's like bad juju over here, or there's like a smell that either attracts him this way or repels him this way, but he likes to go off to the side just in front of those couple of houses. Very strange. But yeah, I ended up keeping that because it was discontinued, and I was like, nope, that's mine. So it's hanging in the basement. And then Lisa Noof says, hi, Anthony. I know you were trying to choose between garnet and red for the 321 substitution. Decided on garnet. I know I've had both, so just compared both of them to my square crystal 321, and the red S for S was almost identical. Oh, okay. The garnet was much deeper and not as sparkly. Yes, I did kind of come to realize that once I bought them, but yes. No, you said you're not drawn to plain names such as red, but believe me, the red sparklers are beautiful. Hope I'm able to catch you before you place your order. I ended up getting the garnet anyway, and I think I was happy with them. I still have a bunch that I need to use, but you are right. They're more deeper and kind of wine colored. Michelle Callender says, she's so cute. Your friend is going to love it. I kept it. And Val Miller says, I've done this one and it came out great. You will enjoy this. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Then going to Miss Nikki, says, I really get the feeling sometimes that all the mean girls from high school are now diamond painting and creating content. The nastiness, the drama, the blind loyalty you're supposed to have, it really gives off that vibe. I left clicks and all of that drama as a teenager. I enjoy whom I enjoy, and I hear their perspective on certain things, even if one of the mean girls has already covered it. Glad Apollo didn't get too close to the rattlesnake. That was a scary moment. Yeah, it was. It was scary. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, that was scary. Yeah, I was listening to an audiobook recently, and the author was talking about how one of the things that always held her back, or a lot of times would hold her back from just doing what she wanted to do, or creating content, writing, whatever it was worrying about if someone else had already done it, or feeling like, or being worried about people saying, you're just copying this person, blah, 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 blah. And she said that was like one of the huge hindrances to her getting her current career off the ground and being successful, is feeling like she couldn't do something that somebody else had already done, or worry what people would think if she did something that somebody else did. And she said that was just such a huge hurdle and held her back in being successful. And once she got over that and realized that nothing is original, everything is derived from something else, and what you bring to it, your twist or your spin, even if that spin's simply you being you, is more than enough. And people are going to connect not only with what you're saying or what you're doing, but also with you as a person. So don't ever let that everything I do must be a completely original idea, because it never will be. It'll always have some sort of derivative nature to it. So don't let that get in your way. That when I heard that, I was like, that is so fascinating, because I feel like in the diamond painting world, that's where, especially with all these small shops, that's where so much of the drama and the nastiness and the snarkiness can come from, is like, I'm the one that did this first, and this was my idea first, and I was the original blah 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 that did this and this and this. And it's like, shut up. Just shut up. You might think that, but you're not. And someone else is going to come along and do it worse than you. Someone's going to come along and do it better than you. Someone's going to come along and do it and put it in a package, but their package is going to have a smiley face sticker on it. Someone's going to put a bunch of star stickers on it. It doesn't matter. You're not the originator of the thing, whatever it is. There's always going to be some version of that already existed. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to make the thing in the first place. And you just have to accept it. And I think what people should focus on probably is how they make their version of whatever that is unique to them, their own little stank on it, even if that means how it's packaged, how it's presented, the fact that it's coming from you, and you're the salesperson, and people gravitate towards you and your product because of who you are. But there is so much of this, like, I'm the OG, no one, if somebody else does anything like this, they're copying. It's insane. There was so much of that. Even when I started diamond painting, I feel like when I started diamond painting like 3+ years ago was really when the small shop putties were really starting to blossom. And they probably started well before I started diamond painting, but I feel like there was like a few small shops, and there's this big surge of putty shops, and then it just continued to explode. And I think it's still continuing to grow, because I think shops open and close and open and close. And then the whole scented glue dots debacle, that all happened a couple years ago, and now I see those popping up more frequently. And then, now we've got Mary has these anti-static sheets, which I haven't seen anyone else do, but I don't think Mary would start asking everyone to grab their pitchforks and stuff if somebody else came out with scented anti-static sheets. I'm like, it's somebody else's take on it. It's somebody else's version of it. But dryer sheets do a similar job, not as good. And usually you have to get unscented or like a laundry scent. But I mean, people have been using a similar type of product for a very long time. So it's just how you innovate or change it. But the core of it's the same. So yeah, I think that's where a lot of it stems from, that in these small shops. And I get it. I think it's a combination of wanting to be protective over your idea, because it is a dog eat dog world and every dollar counts. So if somebody else comes up with something similar, that's potentially a dollar that's not going towards you. Like, I get it. But creating the drama and the clickiness and the nastiness around it as a reaction to competition, I think is where a lot of small shops they get misguided in that way, thinking that being defensive and nasty and snarky and clicky and whatever is how you protect your glue dot or whatever crap you came up with, and that's how you hold strong. And it's like, no, what you should probably do is lean into what makes your version of whatever that is superior in your eyes and highlight those things, and use your kindness and personality or whatever it is to lift that up. But I think that's just not how some people operate. And what that means for me is now I'm not even interested in buying anything from you, anything from a particular shop. If I see them popping off like that, I'm like, well, not only am I not interested in whatever the product is that you claim was, you're the OG of whatever it was, but I'm just never going to buy anything from you because you seem kind of gross. You seem kind of gross. But I think nowadays I'm no longer any care to talk about that stuff. Like, if I see it, I'll just make a mental note, but I don't need to go and waste any energy on talking about a small shop that has displayed those types of attitudes, or other content creators that have displayed those types of attitudes. It's like, you know what, I'm not interested in even talking about it or engaging in it in any kind of way. It's not even worth my mental space. All I know is if I see a product that I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting, and I click on it and I see the shop name, I'm like, oh, nope, never mind. I'm good. Where's Mary? So, yeah. I don't know if that counts as I'm biased against against small shops that seem to have a little bit of an attitude. I guess I am. I guess I am. But whatever. Anyway, thank you for the comment. Color and Chat with Joanna says, I would love to have you as a guest on my channel. No drama, just fun. You have such an amazing personality to be my honor. I do live at 5. I do a live at 5 Eastern every Thursday. I think you'd be renewed maybe a tiny bit, that we're all not all slugs. Oh, no, I know that. Maybe, I mean, this was a year ago, so I'm not sure if you're still doing lives. But I mean, I would consider it. I would definitely consider it if you want to reach out to me via Instagram and just let me know. And yeah, I don't mind having a good time, but I also have learned in my time to approach those kind of invites and stuff with a bit of caution, just because I'm not worried about you specifically, at all. I just get a little hesitant because I'm like, well, maybe there is somebody there that, you know what I mean? Like, I get worried about putting myself in those situations where I think it's a control issue, probably, where I haven't kind of curated that space myself, or know that the space I am in is pretty much the same as my own, which means usually I'll go live on Mia's channel because we're in the same family. I'll just say that, and it's not a clique. I just know that there isn't anybody there that outwardly dislikes me, so I don't know what that's called. But I just know that if I go there, I'm not worried about, like, oh, someone I haven't engaged with in a long time or never have engaged with before is upset that I'm here. I just know that I don't ever have to worry about that on Mia's channel. So that's really the only place that I've thought about going live in recent times. And I think a couple weeks ago. But yeah, let's talk about it. It's not a no, but I hope you understand my reservations given everything. It's just, why would I don't want to put myself in a situation where that's even a maybe. I don't want to spend my time worrying about that, or yeah. So I don't know. I honestly, you know what? I do know it's probably a no, and it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's just a no. Yeah. It's nothing personal. It's just not. It's, yeah. I'm good. I am very happy with where things stand today. And I just don't even want to have a potential of a maybe, of a might be, of a partially running into a situation where there's some kind of drama, or someone's like, oh, Anthony on your live, I didn't know you liked him. He's a total blah, blah, blah. I don't want to put anyone through that as a host, and I don't want to deal with it myself. So I'm okay, but I'll flip the script on you, and if you ever want to come join in on a live stream that I do, you're more than welcome to. So yeah, thank you though. Mia says, hi love. First, it's only UK drivers that drive on the wrong side. The rest of the EU is on the right side. Sorry for my UK peeps. And the shop loyalty, I don't get it. Sure, 99% of my kits are from DAC, but that's because of free shipping and taxes included in the price. So I will go with you. I will go with you to at least one park next year. So you better make sure I'm in that video. Yes, I'd love to have you at Tivoli or Bakken. I think we should pick one of those two, or both, if you think we can get them both done in a day. Otherwise, I'll be grumpy with you for a while. If not, I love Apollo's paw. I hope Apollo's paw wasn't hurt. It looked worrisome, and animals tend to hide pain and injuries. Its distinct is to not show weakness to others, or its instinct. Love to both of you. Yeah, he ended up being fine. I'm not sure what was going on there, but he ended up being fine. Sometimes his little nails on the bottom can kind of split, but not like in half, just like a little piece will come off. And sometimes when that happens, and if it gets pulled on, he will kind of limp at it for a while, and then it kind of comes off, and then he's fine. But it happens very rarely. I'm wondering if maybe that was it. I'm not sure, but he's all good now, romping around like a crazy person. And then Mia says, what an amazing day you guys had. I was smiling the whole time. I love listening to the loving banter between all of you. That was for our Waterworld trip. Thank you. And Mia says, I love these videos. I get to hear other people's comments too, and I rarely read those. Have a great August, Anthony. Love you both. Oh, thank you. Well, we're here a year later, still doing them. Apollo, I'd like to keep moving, if you wouldn't mind. And Mia again says, this announcement was more than cool, Anthony. I'm looking forward to the event. Thank you. I was looking forward to it too a year ago, and then I had a great time doing it, and now it's done. Looking forward to what next year might be. Trying to think of an idea. Artemis says, I won't be DPing along, but I'm excited to watch your event content. Awesome announcement video. Thank you. And Alley Cat says, I have used the bubbles before. They are really cool, but want to let you know that they're higher than other drills, but they add a bunch of dimension. Yes, I really love bubbles. I've kind of learned to love them, and you're right. There's a height to them that's different. So the texture of the canvas has kind of a, you can see where the bubbles are a little bit higher, but I really like that. Especially, I used bubbles for And what did I use those for? It was a Distracted by Diamonds piece. I call it my Taylor Swift piece because the woman kind of looks Taylor Swift-esque. It's kind of this 1920s, kind of roaring 20s kind of Art Deco piece, and it's a woman in this like gorgeous gown, this beautiful gown, and Apollo, he's like, I'm gonna sniff over here, then cross behind you, then in front of you, and sniff over here. Can I sniff over here? I'm like, sir, focus up. But I forget what that piece was called, but I think it was a Tamara de Lempicka piece, and I was obsessed with it, and I added a bunch of different bubbles and stuff, and I love it. That's probably one of my favorite enhancement pieces that I've done. So yeah. Then Lisa says, this canvas is so cute and cozy, your friend is gonna love it. I kept it. And then Lisa says, she's beautiful. And Elisa Maria says, hi Anthony, happy Friday. This video was so much fun. I hope you do this again. In my opinion, you're the master of enhancing diamond paintings, and I learned so much. Off to shop for sparklers, sharing your video. Enjoy the weekend. Hi, Apollo. Thank you so much. And I remember at the time, Elisa Maria she's still very active on YouTube, and she was doing some live streams and just whipping chats. And I think she mentioned a couple of times, like, you guys need to go watch this video, which was very sweet. So thank you. And Diane Hamilton says, now this is very interesting and beautiful for Phases by Yume Art. Thank you. And then Color Chat with Joanna says, but a rattlesnake, OMG, I would have emptied the cuss bucket. Be careful out there. Yeah, we try to be, but nature is nature, you know, and the only way to truly avoid it would be to just lock him up inside and lock me up inside. And we're both I like to try to be active, be outdoors with Apollo. And I love the mountains. So bears and snakes and mountain lions and moose and deer and all of that, you're sharing that space with them, and that's kind of the game you have to play. You just have to be aware. Like, for instance, I have my headphones in right now so people don't try to talk to me, which doesn't always work, but I'm not playing or listening to anything, and I don't have them on sound noise reduction. Like, I can hear everything, I can see everything. I just have them in so I can be antisocial. But I try to keep aware of my surroundings and noises and look for Apollo's reaction too. You know, if he looks a little on edge or he's like really fixated on something, I'm like, what is that, buddy? What is it? What do you got going on? So I try to have that spatial awareness no matter where we go. Try to. But anyway, thank you. Mia says she is cute. Looking forward to seeing her done in 2027. I got her done in 2025, Mia, so take that. And Artemis says, the new video quality works well. I added this comment because it was unnecessarily long-winded and boiled down to good video. Looking forward to the paint-along content. Stay safe. And some hot mess ramblings. That's funny. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And don't feel like you have to edit anything down with me. I force you to listen to my unedited ramblings for hours on end. So you let me have it. And I want to hear it. Thank you, Artemis. Lisa Noof says, I had forgotten how much clearer the round gel canvases are now compared to the older ones. They were still good to work on back then, but they're better now. Yes. I don't know if I agree with you on good to work on back then. I really, really struggle with the old printing. The green symbols and red symbols and blue symbols. It really messes with my eyes, and I have a hard time, like I would miss so many drills because I just get kind of jumbled. My eyes kind of just go, eh. And I'm like, how did I miss this whole piece of this color? I'm like, oh. So a black and white symbol is the way to go. And in fact, I don't know how many of my older canvases from Diamond Art Club that I have left in my stash that are round that would have that printing. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not very many, but I do know that I have Pride by JoJo's Art and Diamond Art Club that does have that older printing, and I'm destashing that. And partly it's because of that printing. I just really dislike it. I think I have maybe a Yume art or two, another Yume art, maybe from her instrument series that are printed like that, which of course I won't give up, but I'm gonna struggle with them for sure. More than I do my black and white printed ones. So yeah, I'm glad that some, like you and some other people, it's not that difficult, but going from black and white to that old style, I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, thank you. So thank you for the comment. And Color in Chat with Joanna says, hey, darling, do you ever worry about Apollo with ticks up there? They're all over Delaware, can't even let mine in the grass. No. I mean, we do have ticks here in Colorado, and in fact, Apollo has had one on him, knock on wood, in the 3+ years that he's been in my care. I've found a single one after a camping trip, but the amount of ticks that we have is much lower than in other parts of the country. I think it gets, the cases of them, it just depends on where you are, but cases of like tick infestations or Lyme disease are very low in this part of the country. And so I don't know what it is about our climate that they don't thrive as much. I mean, they're absolutely here, but certainly not like, can't even let my dogs in the yard. Like I have to let Apollo hop up, come on, Apollo. Okay, hup. What are you smelling? Okay, ready? Hup. Thank you. There's something very worth sniffing there. I was like, dude, do your jump. Yeah, the cases are just much lower here. So usually when you go to like the vet, flea and tick medication is kind of an option. And they say it's very, you can make it seasonal. So maybe you only have your pet on flea and tick medication from April to September. And then it just gets too cold or whatever the case may be. Okay, I'm just gonna let him sniff. He's very adamant about sniffing. So yeah, I personally, I don't worry about ticks. If I've found one on him so far in his life, I check him now after we go camping. It's relatively easy to spot them on Apollo because his fur is all white, so it's pretty glaring when there's a tick on him. I kind of just have to run my hand over his fur and just kind of take a visual look. I pet him all the time, so the way I caught it last time is we came home from camping, we got into bed, and I was petting him and I felt a little like ball, like kind of near his shoulder blade, and I was like, what is that? So we immediately turn the lights on, I get up, pull it back, and I see the little tick on him. And so I ordered a little tweezer set. I can't remember if I ordered it for Amazon delivery the next morning or the first thing in the morning when the pet store opened. I ran and got the little tick tweezers and yanked it off of him, and that was that. So that's the only time I've ever seen him with a tick on him. But I don't give him flea and tick preventative medication anymore. I did for the first, Apollo, okay, enough. I have to carry him past this little area. Can you sit? Can you take a seat for me? Thank you. Can I have your hand, please? Hand? Can I have your hand? Can I have your hand? No? Okay. What was I talking about? Oh. So, hold on. Apollo, focus up. Okay, let's go. So I had Apollo on flea and tick medication the first 6 months I had him. maybe the first year I had him, I can't remember how much I bought, but I think maybe the first 6 to 12 months I had Apollo, I had him on flea medication. And the more I learned about how it works, it seemed pretty, I don't want to say useless, but I always thought in my head that the way it worked is it somehow repelled fleas and ticks from getting on your pet somehow. Like, and that's almost kind of how they market it, is like it creates some sort of barrier force field around your pet that keeps the fleas and ticks from being interested. That's not it at all. It just means that when a flea or tick bites your dog, they are poisoned and they die. So your dog's kind of a walking poison for fleas and ticks when they do bite. And there's just something in my head, and you know me and Apollo, how I feel about taking care of him. There's something intrinsically wrong in my head of giving Apollo a medication that is a poison to insects. Because I'm like, well, what is that doing to him? You know? It freaks me out. And I've heard a lot of anecdotal things from various holistic veterinarians and dog nutritionists that it's pretty scary stuff. Now, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, one thing or another. You do what you got to do. I get it. But it's rare enough here that the potential cons outweigh the pros for me, so I don't do it. Now, if we lived out in the farms where he's getting fleas, he's around other barnyard animals, or we lived way up in the woods, in like a wooded area, or in a part of the country that has a higher tick population, then I might change my mind or try to look for alternative means to help. But knock on wood again, we haven't had the issue. We don't have it frequently, and therefore I don't want to give my dog ingestible pesticides. It just seems, I don't know, it seems weird. But anyway, so we are at 29% battery, so we're good. This boy. Apollo, I'm going to go ahead and just keep walking. Okay, I'm just going to keep walking. He ran so much yesterday at the off-leash dog park. I don't know how he's still so giddy. But anyway, I'm happy to announce, everyone, that was the last comment that I had to get caught up on. Meaning, 8 minutes ago. Hold on. Becky says, I'm not a bingo player, but drag bingo sounds like a hoot. I would be all for it. A guy at work has a brother who does drag. He works for Tyler Perry. Oh, interesting. I just love seeing pics and hearing stories. Apollo is looking Clorox clean. I picked up some of his putty. Smells great, and his cute pic is the cherry on top. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's very sweet of you. Yeah. Apollo's Mary Mud was the first scent to sell out. And then she was like, I have a couple more that didn't sell on at the retreat, and so she needed to put them back on the shop, and I think those sold as well. So yeah, the boy's popular. He is popular. But yeah, now that officially means no comments found. Try searching for something else. Haha. That's the first time I've seen that in over a year. That is crazy. It feels good. Feels good. You know, today I also cleared my email inbox at work in preparation for my trip and just made sure everything was wrapped up. So talk about feeling productive today. I'm like, yes, no outstanding things. That's awesome. That's awesome. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. I don't want that inbox to sit empty for long. Please keep those comments coming. It just feels good to know that I've responded to every comment. Now I will say in that time, I have lost a couple of vlogs to either editing issues, memory card issues, or by the time I finish and I get home and I listen back here and there, I'm like, oh, Anthony, you are being too, I'm always extra, but you're being too extra, or you're going a little too hard about this. Like, this isn't the look you want. Like, I get that, like, editing Anthony is saying this to filming Anthony. Like, I get that you want to express how you feel, and you do feel strongly about this or feel some kind of way, but let's keep it light for the most part. Try to keep it light. Try to keep it, up and moving. So there have been a handful of vlogs that I'll respond to some comments during, and then I'm just like, no. So again, I've said this before, but if I gave your comment a heart and a like, but you never heard a response, it could have fallen into one of the lost vlogs, but I hope that's okay. I have a pretty good track record, I'd say, of responding to all of them. So I'll try to, from here on out, not have to worry about that, because we will always be keeping it light, keeping it fun, keeping it real. Because that's how I want to, that's how this channel should be and how I want it to be. So, yeah. But anyway, okay, Apollo, keep moving. That's that. Ready? And ready? Go, 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 go. Woo! Oh, you missed it. You're okay. Yeah. Just to reiterate, I really appreciate everyone being here. We're gonna cross the street here. Come on. I don't know if this is like some kind of running club, but there was a lot of them all at once. Are you guys part of some sort of group or team or pack or something? Some sort of exercise team? Don't know what you'd call that. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thanks for the comments. They're always appreciated. So keep them up. And yeah, again, leave in the comments of this vlog number 200. Okay. Hop up. Vlog number 200. What your favorite moment is of the channel thus far. I know we did this, I swear we did something similar to this. It must have been last year. But yeah, let me know. Woo, good boy. Yeah, let me know. And I'll pick a winner here in a few weeks and get your gift card out to you. So, all right, well, we're just circling around the bank here, headed back to the house, so I'll let you go. 200, can you believe it? That's a lot of just jibber jabbering. It's crazy. But it's also I couldn't even tell you how many miles I've walked, how many calories I've burned, and how much joy Apollo takes out of these walks and hikes and exercising and stuff. So it is worth it, and it's worth it to keep in touch with you all and feel connected. It's great. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.